What's up, y'all? I hope everyone's doing well today. Let's get some messages. So, I had a dream the day before yesterday, and this dream was about it looked like I was in Brooklyn, and I was, you know how in Brooklyn it reminds you of the movie Crooklyn, where you like walk up a ladder of stairs to like go up to your place, the place where you live. It was kind of like an apartment building in some way, but a lower level. But for some reason, the stairs look like roller coasters, and so I was going up when I was supposed to go down. So as I was walking down, yeah, as I was walking down, I noticed how far I was, and it looked a little scary, but I still, was able to walk down. And then after that, I when I was finally in the house, Kanye West was there with this one girl, and they were cool. It seemed, he gave her a hug. They were sitting talking, and I knew it was Kanye West, but I didn't say anything. I was just, sitting there, and I knew that we were going to be friends for some odd reason in the dream, and I just sat quietly as they were talking. And then after that, like, it was some cats. I don't know what's up with these darn cats in the dream, because I'm always having dreams about cats. So anyway, these cats, they were like sitting down. You know how they relax on the floor. And so as they were sitting, one of the cats, which was my cat, walked away as the two cats start fighting. So I don't know what this is about, but we're going to find out. We're going to get some messages. So let's find out what the surrounding energy is, and then we'll go into more of detail when it comes to this dream. All right, so let's get started. Finally able to use my deck after it got water drunk all on it. But we got I updated the deck. So anyway, we got the Fool card here with the Five of Cups. Alright, so we got the Fool card, the Five of Cups. So what's going on? Fool card, the Five of Cups. We got the Two of Pentacles. Too many. Too many. Yeah. The Three of Pentacles. Oh my God. Alright, I'm going to use these. And then we got the Devil card. We got the Knight of Cups, the Devil card, the Nine of Pentacles, the Chariot, and then we got the Five of Swords. Someone has an attitude at you. Someone feels as if you don't care. You're in this space where you don't care. You really don't care, and someone feels saddened because you don't care. And so with the Two of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, someone's like really, really trying to figure out how to like work with you, balance something out with you. But with the Devil card, it's coming at a cost, okay? So what I feel like here is that you are a very independent person. You are very driven. And this really upsets somebody, okay? This really upset somebody. Someone don't like this. With the Five of Swords, it's like someone's having an energy of confliction. They are, control. This is a person who wants to dominate, wants to control. All right. So with the Knight of Cups is someone who is wanting to like give some sort of false apology. I feel like with the Seven of Cups, no, Seven of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups is someone trying to figure out what to do, how to do it, how to go about it. They don't know, baby, because with the Nine of Wands, shoot, you looking at them like, you better get away. You better get away. Nine of Wands is someone who's very protective of their energy. Very protective, very, like, you better leave me alone type of energy, you know? And so what I'm seeing here is like, yeah, you protecting your energy. Like what's that, where you at is like, I'm willing to like fight for my peace. So we got the Eight of Swords, Eight of Wands. There could be swift communication that could be trying to come in. Like someone's actually gotten their clarity when it comes to who you are. You know, Queen of Pentacles is someone who's very abundant, nurturing, caring. And here is like, you're connecting to your power. So we found the new word, connecting to your power. We're not going to say taking your power back, even though we get what that means, but I understand why. Okay, so anyway, with that said, because again, we always had the power, you know, so it's not you calling your power back, you know, it's you connecting to it. All right, so just push it, you know, plugging it in. So that's what you're doing. So with the Ace of Wands, definitely connecting to your power. So we have the Two of Swords with the Three of Cups and the King of Wands. Clarify this, please, ancestors. King of Wands, the Lovers, the Justice. You're not letting no one stop you, okay? You know what you want. Queen of Swords energy is you moving forward with love. King of Wands is being very determined and also having a celebratory, like you're going to be celebrating. So yeah, I feel like you're going to be putting in a lot of action. There's going to be fulfillment, you know, with the Three of Cups. So this is recognized as the source and the evolution of empowerment here with love. You know, two of Sword is maybe, you know, you didn't know how you did it, okay? You don't know how you're doing something, but you're continuing to move forward with the King of Swords. Maybe this is someone recognizing that you're continuing to move forward, making better decisions in your life. These decisions are causing others to feel heartbroken, you know? So there are some people that could be feeling a way about you, could be crying about you being a star, you know, so the Star card is here. Now, if that's not the case, maybe this is a Mason star who's crying, who's having conflict. Whatever this is, it looks like this reading is going into a good direction, but let's find out about this dream. Let's get some more clarity. All right. So for the most part, I'm just seeing here that you're being resilient in your life, protecting your energy, you connecting to your power, and there are people who are celebrating you. I'm also seeing that there are some people that are saddened by you doing this, by you taking charge of your life. There are people who are wanting to control you, but I just don't feel that that's happening. So now we're going to talk about the dream. So with me being in Brooklyn, okay, so I don't know if it was Brooklyn actually, but it looked like Brooklyn. So we got the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles clarified by the Empress card. So you're coming out as someone who's very, very wise. Someone who's very, very smart. You make good decisions in your life, okay? And with the Knight of Wands, the Hermit is someone who's very educated. You know, you are like a person who, you're the teacher and the student. You're someone who likes to learn and also likes to you like to give and receive. So this is about you being like, I don't feel as if, hold on, I feel as if you know, you could be very educated, you could be very smart, but with the Hermit card, this is also someone who doesn't like to be around a lot of people. All right. So with the Hermit, someone who's all right, yeah, so the Most High, my spiritual team gave me the word exclusive. So meaning like you only deal with you're not going to be dealing with everybody. Knight of Wands energy here is, you're excited about life, but you know how to like ground yourself at the same time. You know how to be that introvert that you need when it's time. It's always balance with that. The issue with people is some people got to be around people all the time. It's time for people to learn how to like be more like protect your energy by learning how to be alone. This is where you gain clarity. This is where you get to know yourself better. This is where you get to hear God, and I feel like that's a good thing for you. That's a good thing for you. So anyway, with that said, let's get some more clarity on this, ancestors. Tell me about this dream. So far, tell me about the stairs. Tell me about the stairs, me climbing the stairs. So we got the devil and the devil and the Eight of Swords. So the stairs to me represent a person who, when I was climbing the stairs, it was scary because it was not like it wasn't, how where you climb stairs and you're going up and you can actually fall. You can actually like have a long fall. Like that's what that was. It was scary. So I had to like make sure I maintain my balance. And so with the devil card here, that's like the fear. That's the, the lower part of all right, so yeah, definitely in regards to fear and you not being able to see or know if you're gonna make it through, okay? So with that said, the devil is the voice that says you're not strong enough to make it up there. Why try? You'll fall anyway. Just stay down here. It's easier. But with that said, there's always opportunities given for you, okay? There's always opportunities given for you. And with the Page of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups is like a newfound opportunity here for you, where it's like God is giving you his hand to step on to say, I got you. It's like this is a rail that's bringing you down the stairs, like here, like you're in God's hands. Like God is putting you in his hands and like putting you right there where you need to be. So that's what I'm seeing here. Like God making it easy for you, even though you may feel it's hard. Maybe you may feel like, well, I don't see God around. Like, where is God? I'm looking, but I don't see it. But God is like, I'm right here. I'm giving you this here. With the Ace of Cups is a new opportunity, a fulfillment, or some new beginning that is happening here. So yeah, that's what the stairs represent. It represents fear of the unknown is what I'm also getting. But with you being this wise person, you coming out as someone's very smart. You're coming out as someone who's wise. You're coming out as someone who's not. You're not an inclusive type of person. You're more exclusive. So you're only dealing with people that, what I'm seeing is someone who's matching your energy with the Hierophant. This is someone who has wisdom, knowledge, but also not afraid to listen. Like you're not afraid to be, someone who's a student, and that's a good thing. You are someone who knows how to take harsh criticism. Some people have difficulty with that, but I do see that this is why you are where you are. Okay, so you're connected to your power is what I'm seeing here. So let's keep going. So tell me about, now that we reached inside the home from climbing those steps. We're in the home and I see, these two people. Now, I don't know who the girl was. Tell me about this lady, this young girl. She was like a younger girl. Like, she had to be around her 20s. Tell me about this young girl in the dream, ancestors. Why was the young girl in the dream? All right. So, with the 9 of Cups, the 5 of Wands, the 5 of Swords, and the 6 of Cups, this represents maybe a past life energy. This represents someone from your past. Maybe you don't remember this person, but this person remembers you. 5 of Swords energy with the 5 of Wands is someone who's content in being who they are. With the 10 of Cups, this is someone who's unwilling to change. Yeah, so we got still holding on. So maybe someone's still holding on to like past life negativity, past life energy, past whatever happened in the past. This is what someone's holding on to, okay? So with the Knight of Cups, the nine of Pentacles, and the 5 of Swords is someone looking at you like, who do you think you are? 9 of Pentacles is someone who's willing to do whatever they need to do on their own. They're independent. This is someone who's alone, possibly working on themselves, constantly gaining the fruits of their efforts. And with the Knight of Cups, this was an offer that you accepted that someone could be upset about. So maybe you gotten an offer to be independent. 5 of Swords is someone who's not liking it. Definitely not liking it. All right. So let's see what's going on, ancestors. Tell me. So, yeah, that's who the girl represents. Someone from your past life. Magician, the fool. So also someone who played some type of fool in your life. We got spoiled brat. This could have been an old friend. Still holding on. Yeah, this could be an old friend. We got spoiled brat. So this is someone who's a spoiled brat. Definitely someone who wants things their way. It's like someone's wanting you to adapt to how they do things, how they are. But with the 5 of Cups, it's not even working out for them. So it's like for you to subside with this person who wants things their way. With the 2 of Pentacles is someone who's juggling that themselves. Someone's juggling the efforts of their labor, where they're not really liking what they have gained. This is someone who's iffy about what they're doing, what they're going through. But with the 2 of Cups, with the 2 cups in the back, it's still giving someone opportunity. All right. And this could be a person who's wanting to reconnect with you. This could be the 2 cups that this person wants to give you. So definitely seeing like someone's wanting to like connect with you, be a friend to you, wanting to work with you. And with the 5 of Pentacles, it's someone who's actually needing you. So look, we got connecting to your power. This is someone who wants to connect to your power. That's crazy. That's crazy how that came out with the 5 of Pentacles. So anyway, with that said, maybe this is a second lover, or this could have been a lover that you once used to deal with. It was a woman though, so I don't know. It was a woman in the dream, so maybe this could go for anybody. This can go for any person. This reading is not gender specific. But anyway, with that said, yeah. So someone from your past. So that one person represents someone from your past. Now again, you're coming out as someone who's independent. You're coming out as someone who's exclusive. Only willing to deal with particular people that could match your energy. With the Hierophant, you are open to learning. It's like what I'm seeing here is like y'all are not like-minded at all. Y'all ain't like-minded at all. You and this person, you guys are not on the same level spiritually, because this is a person who's still holding on to past issues. When you become the Empress, It's because you've embodied all the women in the deck, okay? And you've learned to go and get through a lot of inner issues that you were struggling with in your past. This is what someone is struggling with at this time. They're needing to learn how to release. They're needing to learn how to stop resisting change. They needing to learn how to forgive themselves and others. They're going through some sort of cycle where there'll always be a person who is in lack if they're not willing to release themselves from some sort of control that they want. Because what's happening is leaving someone real bitter. It's leaving someone feeling left out in the cold. And it's leading someone to want to reconnect with you so that they could be charged up again. But the issue is you're good alone. Nine of Pentacles is representing someone who's already have taken back you already connected to your power. This is what this person is needing to do. This is this person needing to take charge of their life with the Five of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, instead of trying to like figure out how to like connect to your power, needing to learn how to connect to theirs. Yeah. So that would be their fulfillment with the Ten of Cups here. This is good, okay? This is very good information. So with the Four of Cups is someone is not willing to do that. But deep down inside, it's like someone's very stubborn. You know, we got the Spoil card that came out. So with the Stubborn card, it's a card that reminds you that, no, not stubborn, but smart, spoiled. It reminds you that, you are not learning, you're not learning specific lessons. Like God is trying to evolve you into another path, but someone's continuing to bump their head. They're continuing to be in the same cycle. This power control, this power struggle is not working for this person. They got other opportunities here, but the issue is they're not going to learn it if they don't know how to release. Someone's, you know, it's giving me a more childish behavior where someone's set in their ways and they could actually be happy. Like someone's holding themselves off from being happy. They've lost their drive in life is what I'm also seeing here. But anyway, yeah, now that we got that part, let's go to so look, this is a person here. Like, look, they got the Ace of Cups with the Nine of Swords and the Star card. This person is a star. This person is a star. Okay? But with the Nine of Swords, someone's struggling with holding on and resisting. Like, this is a person who's having a new opportunity. Like, someone's wanting to give this person an opportunity. This could be the Most High wanting to give someone an opportunity, give someone a choice. Like, someone's needing to make a choice to change their ways, change their stubborn ways. Someone's very stubborn. That's what I'm getting with the Star card. It's like, this is in them. This is in them. This is in them, like the Star. You know, but look, attention is on someone else. This is what this card is saying. Their attention is on someone else. They're too involved in you. They're too involved on you. Like, they're too much, they got too much focus on you. You know what I'm saying? Someone needs to learn how to release themselves from this behavior, okay? Because it's not working. So with the Tower card, it comes with change. I just heard it comes with victory. You know, if someone's needing to learn how to let go, definitely needing to learn how to release themselves, how to let go, and how to go with the flow when it comes to their life. Someone's like very stubborn. They like to hold on to things that don't serve them because their attention is on everybody else but them. That's crazy. So anyway, now let's talk about Kanye West in a dream. I'm going to gather all the cards. All right, I gathered all the cards. Let's find out why Kanye West was in a dream, ancestors. Why was Kanye West in a dream? So we got the Ten of Swords energy here with the Six of Cups, with the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of the Three of Pentacles, and the Moon card. So what I'm seeing here is that this person could be someone who is making some sort of decision when it comes to their life personally. You know, with the Seven of Pentacles and the Moon card, it's someone who's having like some hidden, maybe have hidden some things that are not, that this person is not saying. I feel like more so is like a feeling that someone is having. So when it comes to like things in the past, there could have been a lot of betrayal. You know, with the Ten of Swords energy here is what I'm seeing here is like a lot of betrayal that's happened in the past that someone's willing to like let go of possibly. But let's get more clarity. What is this, ancestors? We got, well, you know, the connecting to your power definitely came out. But let's see, ancestors, tell me. Look, Nine of Pentacles. So I'm seeing here someone could be in their head. Okay, so we got still holding on. So there's something that this person could be still holding on to, or maybe someone's holding on to them, or whatever this is. With the the King of Cups, the Three of Cups, and the Judgment card is, let me look at this. Okay, so I got the Two of Swords and the Devil card along with the Eight of Swords. So the issue is someone could be like thinking about things from the past that cause them their greatest fears. These fears could be coming up currently. This is what this person is holding on to, even though like the Ten of Swords is here. It doesn't necessarily say that it's an ending. It just says that there could have been some betrayal that happened in the past that caused someone to have hidden fears. So these are fears of someone feeling as if they're not going to be able to do what they want to do. So someone could be feeling discouraged, you know, and someone's wanting some new opportunities. This person could be around people who are like controlling in some way. They could be acting as if they are who they are in some way. But let's see, clarify this. Back together again. What is this, ancestors? So we got the Knight of Wands, Page of Wands, Nine of Cups, the Five of Swords. So overall, with the Judgment card here, the Judgment card is showing that you know, of course God is in control, but there is someone, this could be Kanye West in a dream, what I'm seeing here, like he's in the dream because there could be someone who's trying to evolve. This could be someone who's trying to evolve, and they could be around a lot of toxicity. You know, with the Five of Wands, there are people who are holding on to a certain reality, holding on to a certain display in their life. With the still holding on card, it's just a lot of confusion. But there are people or a person who's like seeing things for how they want to see it, and there could be people trying to block this first person's vision. You know, with the King of Cups is someone, you know, this is supposed to be someone who's emotionally balanced, someone who's emotionally in charge. They like someone who like knows how to like be very, very this is a person who knows how to be diplomatic with their emotions. They're very balanced. However, when it comes with the Devil card, it's someone who in some way fears being that way, because there are people rooting for this, for someone in this person's energy to be like more amped or whatever it is. It's like, it's giving me an energy where someone's possibly around like crab in a barrel type of energy. Someone's trying to climb their way out. Someone's trying to have a more higher connection with the divine possibly. And there could be someone who's having some sort of fear of this, or, you know, they're just like, someone's not telling their moves. This is a person that's not telling their moves. Okay? They're not telling their moves when it comes to their life, when it comes to what they're wanting. They're not telling their moves, and it's because someone is currently having a like many opportunities coming at them at once, or there could be other people coming to this person with opportunities at once. But give me more clarity about this situation with why Kanye West was in a dream. Give me more information, ancestors. Too many cards, but I'll take them. So yeah, Page of Wands, the Judgment card, because someone's thinking someone's wanting to elevate their connection with the divine, but with the Eight of Swords, they could be feeling stuck, and they could be feeling as if they're cut off. So I just heard everybody, even when you meet people, everyone has some sort of ideal of how they may want things in their life. I'm gonna give an example. So yesterday I took my daughter and my little cousin to the park. And no, this day before yesterday. And when I took them to the park, I expected them to play together. However, my little cousin was like, I want to play by myself. And so for me, I'm like, in my head, I'm like, well, I brought y'all together to play together. Like, you can't force nobody to play together. If someone wants to play by themselves, let them play by themselves. Like, everyone has their own way of life, their own making, like their own, like what they want to do. It's like the way people think, they could be acting in a way to where, they're cool, but they may have other things that they're wanting to do with their life. But they are not going to tell you how they feel. They're not going to tell you what they're up to or their emotions, or, they may say it to a certain somebody, but, the energy between these two people were not too much in alignment, because as I'm looking at it, there's someone who's stuck in the past, and then there's another person who's feeling betrayed in the past, but also feeling stuck on wanting to gain a more higher connection with the divine. So with the Seven of Wands here, it's someone who's like really gonna do this, So this is what, Kanye West represents in the dream, wanting to have a higher connection with God, but also feeling stuck on how to do it. But with that said, another person that, he hugged or dapped in a dream, this is someone who's having, like, everyone operates out of their own type of energy, because everyone's on their own level spiritually, and it's nothing that you or myself can do about it, because at the end of the day, like, even like in high school, I had no friends in high school, really. But when school first started, I was cool with this girl named Laura. And I remember her to this day because she was so kind to me. Very, very kind. But the sad part was, I didn't know that her dad was pulling her out of the school to go to Murray Wright. I'm like, dang, like, that was the only friend I had. And I had another friend who, we're not talking to this day, but the same thing happened with her. We had a very close relationship. That was the only friend I had at that time. And her mom and dad pulled her out of the school to go to Murray Wright too. It was another school she went to, not Murray Wright. I can't think of the other school. But with that said, it's just like, you may want things to flow your way because, again, this is just what you're expecting. Like, you think everyone's supposed to do things the way you do it. But again, like, maybe there are people who are tired of doing it that way. Some people want to switch it up, and they may not tell you. Like, all along, people have had certain agenda, certain task in their mind that they've been wanting to accomplish, they've been wanting to seek after, they've been wanting to do. And you could be in that person's face all along and not know that something they feel about you may not be working out. And that's the energy I'm getting with these two people, because they're on two different levels. One person is stuck in the past, holding a grudge from the past, which is a past friend of mine that was in a dream. The other person, on the other hand, Kanye West, he is someone who's like been thinking a lot. This person been in their head. You know, they're like, something ain't right, something off. Ten of Swords, you know, someone's wanting to end something, some betrayal that has happened, you know, but they're around a lot of negativity. And this female here could be someone who's negative in the dream. That's what it's coming out as, okay? So, yeah. Anyway, let's get some more clarity. Let's get some more clarity. Yeah, someone who's negative. Look. This is someone who's negative. This is someone who's caught in like a lot of drama. You know, this is their offer in life, because this is what they've learned to accept. All right? But, you know, the issue is someone is wanting to connect to some sort of energy, some sort of power here with the Ace of Wands. It's someone who's wanting to put some, you know, use your power. But someone has other plans. Someone's trying to block this, but someone's trying to figure out how to do it. You know, with the Judgment card is, you know, God is like, because this person is in this space of thinking, I feel as if like God is giving this particular person a outway, like a way out or something like that with the Judgment card. See, the thing is, you may not see God, but you feel God. And when you feel God, something may feel real uncomfortable for you. Because then you start asking questions like, wait a minute, something ain't right. Like, I know that, you know, something is not right here. You know, something ain't right here. But this is all happening emotionally in this person's mind. So anyway, with me sitting there, I don't know neither one of them. In the dream, I didn't know neither one of them. All I know is my energy came out as someone who's very exclusive, very, very particular about who I deal with, who I connect with. You know, it came out with the Hierophant, someone who's adapting, able to be adapt to certain environments, but also not change who I am in that environment. Because when you come out as the Nine of Pentacles, this is someone who's very independent, someone who doesn't lean on others for their power, for their energy. You only are attuned to your inner self, your higher self, what you are giving yourself, you know, what you're feeding in. This is what makes you who you are. Okay? This is what makes you heighten in your energy. This is what makes you the star seed. All right. And this is what this person is knowing, like something's off. Something's off. Like someone's realizing that. Definitely, I'm getting Kanye West in the dream, but he was realizing that. So yeah, everyone has their own way. Everyone has their own way and their own reality. And so also with that said, it's like someone could be like been lied to, is what I'm getting. So with the Seven of Swords and Nine of Swords, someone's stressing about maybe their with the Six of Wands, someone's stressing about how they're being watched. Okay? The Tower card is some sort of aha moment. You know, someone's thinking about this. And with, you know, the issue is someone's paying attention to other people. So they're watching you, but they're stressing about you. And someone could be needing to like, I just heard like, I wasted so much time focusing on someone else. Yeah, this is the burden here. Someone's having a issue with knowing that they need to like heal. You know, this is a demand for your calling your power back. You connecting to your own power. God is giving you understanding that you already had the power, but you were carrying everyone else's. It's like now that people are connecting to their own power, calling your power back. You got to put that to an end. You can't use someone's power thinking it's yours. Now you got to heal because you done did too much, okay? Someone's thinking very smart now because there is electricity. Like, I'm getting an electricity explosion at this time where people are learning, like, oh shit, I'm behind. I got to connect to my power. I done lost my power, giving it to other people, allowing other people to use it. You know, this is someone who's having clarity about this. They're needing to learn how to recognize who they are. Like, you had the power all along, but you were too busy carrying other people's energy where you didn't recognize your own. Okay? So with the Hierophant, the Five of Swords twice, and the Five of Cups, is someone's like mad at the message or the messenger. You know, this is someone who's having a bit of guilt and shame. And, you know, they have an ego. But the issue is, like, you can only be mad at yourself. Because, you know, even though you wanted to control other people, the problem is you were always stuck. You were stuck all along. You got to learn how to get unstuck, okay? Because there are people who are blocking you from their energy. And with the second lover, that could be a lover who's doing this. Someone who's wanting to come forward. This is a person who's still holding on. The Fool card with the Ten of Cups. Someone's seeing some sort of connection with you. Yeah. Queen of Swords with the Hangman. Like, I feel like someone's still holding on to you. Yeah. But with the Judgment card here, it's like God is wanting to reawaken someone else's life. With the Justice and the Lovers card, it's a reality check for people who are stuck in some sort of limbo. These are people who are needing to know the truth. These are people who have been hiding the truth from themselves and from others. This is something that cannot be hidden anymore. The Lovers card is making sure that you're making the right choices in your life. Ten of Pentacles is your inheritance. See, the thing is, we all have it, but how much karma and debt are you in where you have pushed your inheritance back, where you have not you've kept on to holding on to karmic cycles in your life where you're continuing to roll the dice on your own. Like, you're literally taking a gamble on your own life, being negative, you know, causing issues for others. You're not seeing the bigger picture when it comes to your life. You are trying to, like, cause stagnation, do all these things when all of this stuff is being sent back to you. Because what God is doing is protecting the person who's actually elevated, who's actually learned the lessons, and who is also protecting those who are actually having this reality check, who's actually sensing that something is out of place and wanting to reconnect to their own power. You know, these are people who are possibly wanting to be independent, exclusive, you know, and I mean in a way to where they're only living around like-minded people. Because in the past, whatever decisions were made, it only caused you to be left out in the cold. Like, someone played themselves. So with the Page of Cups and the Ten of Swords, is someone who's like having some sort of truth. You know, with the Page of Cups is someone who's like having a reality check. It's definitely a reality check. It's definitely someone understanding that, like, after all that pain, now you want to... Oh, okay. So someone's wanting to come back after leaving you out in the cold is what I'm seeing here. But also a reality check of maybe what they've been doing. It's like someone has been so far away from themselves, and it was because they were spoiled. You know, this is a person who wants it all without balance. Someone, you know, my thing is, I can't have it all if I don't know it all. If you don't know it all, how can you have it all? You are not going to be able to elevate in life if you don't. Like, the thing is, we're never going to know everything. But how do you have it all without doing the work? You know, this is someone who's spoiled. With the Wheel of Fortune, it's giving me someone who knows what they're doing. Like someone's very smart, but again, when you want things your way, it's hard to learn lessons. So we got the Nine of Pentacles. Not saying that you don't deserve it all, but what I'm seeing here is that there could be someone who's realizing like, okay, so we got the Nine of Pentacles with the Death card. Let me see. Okay, it's to the point where someone wants to end your independence. Someone's wanting to end your independence to put themselves back in, but that's not happening. Like what I'm seeing here is like that's blocked off. Like people are blocked off from your life. So the Page of Cups and the Ten of Swords is a little too late. Someone realizing that someone's coming into actualization. They're watching you, be independent or something like that. Yeah, but you can't have it all without having information. These are people learning what they need to do now. Someone's needing to go within. They be around too many people. And with the Strength card here, the Page of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, the Strength card is someone who is wanting to slowly come to you to make some sort of choice. This is a person who likes you. They could be a part of a cult, is what I'm seeing here. This could be a Mason. Definitely a Mason energy is what I'm getting. But with the Eight of Swords, someone could be stuck on how to do it. I'm getting more so like, I need your help. Like, how did you, someone's wanting to ask questions or, the issue is that someone had too much power. Like someone had too much control and they abused their control and it set them back. This is a person who's needing to learn how to humble themselves. And yes, I said humble because humble is a very, very good way to soften your heart, because a lot of people's hearts are very, very hard. Some people have a hardened heart. And this is why some people are unable to learn. They're unable to connect to their wisdom, their light. And they have their own light. Like everyone has their own light. There's no way you should be doing that. Doing like trying to control someone when you have your own light that you need to control. So with that, you're defending your efforts. You're defending yourself. Everything that you wanted for yourself. I'm continuing to see that you're gonna continue to have victory. And as that happens, I'm seeing you protect yourself from people who are like toxic. These are people who are holding on, they want to come towards you. They could be a family member. They want a new beginning. They want you to act like, I don't remember, So what I'm seeing here is like, you're getting justice for being truthful, for being honest, for being truthful, for having clarity, for being able to have wisdom. This is why it's so important to have discernment. Like God, you got to ask God for discernment. You got to ask God to clear your mind, because people are in a spell right now, under a spell. There are people who are caught in holding on. Like someone's drinking a lot, holding on. They could be around a lot of people. They just doing the most, child. But anyway, with that said, it's just none of that stuff. You can go to all the parties in the world. You could be, you could do all that, but it doesn't mean that you know yourself. It doesn't mean that you're truly happy and you value your life. God is wanting you to have a deeper experience with life. And just because you may have money, just because you may have whatever it is that you have, that does not mean nothing. If you don't have yourself, you're gonna be lost. Okay, you're gonna be lost. So we got someone who's wanting to lie to you to give you an opportunity. This is someone who's stressing about you. They want to give you an opportunity. Don't take it. Don't take it. Protect yourself. All right, protect yourself. It hurts people to know that you are in charge of your life. Always stay in charge. Never let no one take control of your life, okay? Because the thing is, this man's attention, this could be an earth sign man. This man is conflicted at this time. What they're seeing is like, damn, like, I can't get in. You know, attention is elsewhere. They've lost all focus of themselves, trying to control others. It's like, you don't win like that. You don't win like that. Yeah. So we got the Tower with the Six of Wands. This is changes happening for you. New beginnings, all right? You're going into better, all right? You got opportunity here, and you just, you getting it going. So now we're going to talk about the cats in the dream, and then after this, I'm done. All right, so let's talk about these cats, child. So these two cats, they were arguing, like, not really arguing, but they were, like, mad at each other, like, scratching and scrambling. So let's see. You heard that guy say scratching and scrambling. But anyway, let's see about these cats that were scratching and scrambling, child. What was that about? Tell me what that was about, ancestors, please. What was the cats arguing and being mean to each other about? So we got the Nine of Cups. Clarify it, please. Nine of Cups. Clarify Nine of Cups. The Seven of Pentacles, the Four of Sword, and the Nine of Sword, with the badass being full of life, love, and possibility. So, what I'm seeing here is that it's involving an occult energy, okay? So, what I'm seeing here is that these cats that were arguing, now mind you, my cat moved out the way. My cat moved out the way. So we got the Star that came out too. I need some more clarity, ancestors. Okay, so we got the Three of Swords on the back with the Ace of Cups and the Judgment card. Okay. And then we got the Devil. All right, so let me use these. Okay, so we got Worried About You, the Devil card, Knight of Cups, and the Chariot. So what I'm seeing here is that someone's very complacent when it comes to who they are. All right? Very complacent when it comes to who they are. With the Seven of Pentacles, this is like someone looking at you and they're like, who do you think you are? That's the energy I'm getting. Like, look at this. Like, you see how content she is? And look at this person looking at this person like, who does she think she is? Like, this is a person who's constantly got you on their mind. You know what I'm saying? They're overly thinking about you. It's crazy. Like, this is somebody who is obsessively thinking about you. Nine of Swords, their thoughts are all over the place. A lot of swords in this reading. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So, let me see. What is that number? 13. Is it 4 or I don't know. Let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna read it to you. So it says, so yes, it is in number 13, and if you're seeing it, number 4, it comes to number 4. I'm sorry. So yes, if you're seeing the Four of Swords and the Nine of Swords together, their combined numerology adds 13, and 13 is not just a bad luck number. In spiritual, esoteric, and tarot symbolism, it's deeply transformative. So the Four of Swords, rest, retreat, recovery after pain or heartbreak, pulling back to heal mentally, emotionally. Time to pause and reflect before taking action. 9 is for anxiety, overthinking, nightmares, guilt, mental torment, fear that keeps you up at night. So someone's overthinking. So 13 represents death, okay? And before you panic, it is talking about a transformation, endings, necessary change. It's that something has to die so that something better can live type of energy. And this is what this person is in, because what they're recognizing is that something is not working out for them. Like this toxic behavior that someone is continuing on with, they're noticing that it's only bringing them pain. Okay, so this could be an occult leader, this is my occult card, or it can be a mason or masons. All right, with the star card here, star, Eastern Star possibly as well, or anybody. So with the Judgment card is this is a person who's being guided or having to make some choices in their life. I feel like someone's gonna make a choice, but it's this making me hot. But it's the issue. It's the worried about me, worried about. It says worried about you energy to me. Okay. That's what this is. Like someone's too focused on you. Someone's hurting over you. This is a person who needs to definitely build a connection with the Most High. Someone's needing to transform. So it's saying something inside you, a way of thinking, reacting, or clinging to the past is being forced to die. Someone's needing to die. Someone's needing things from their past to die. This spoiled behavior, this I'm gonna have it my way or no way type of energy. It's you're being pushed to so someone's being pushed to mentally release what's been tormenting you. Healing isn't optional anymore. It's necessary. Someone's having an opportunity to heal. It's not optional. This is what's needing to happen. So it's necessary, okay? So it says someone's not just tired. They're at their breaking point at this time, and that's what will push you to your transformation. So everyone has a breaking point, believe it or not. Someone's at their breaking point at this time. So when we're talking about these cats arguing, scrambling, it's someone wanting to walk away from it. So the other cat walked away. The other cat I'm not dealing with this. I'm not arguing with you. I'm doing me. My cat represents someone who's selling on the calmer waters with the 9 of Cups. I feel like, you are in this space where, you're going to continue to heal. You continue to heal because there's always levels to this. And as that happens, there's all these cats here. They're continuing to rumble, argue, cause difficulty. This cycle here is someone needing to complete it. The World card coming out twice. It ain't doing nothing for them. Nobody. You know what I'm saying? So we got the Death card in reverse. On the back. All right, so with the Death card, it says, sorry for your loss. This is a real death. All right, so even though this is a real death, it could be meaning a death to the way a person thinks. Definitely someone who's under severe judgment for possibly doing whatever they've been doing. I feel like God is wanting to elevate this person, and so someone's going through an ego death. This is what someone's doing. God is letting you know that you look at all these things that you've done. Someone's caused a lot of chaotic moments in people's lives, and God is over here putting someone under severe judgment. This also represents a community, a family, whoever. What I'm seeing here, these people are under judgment. God is in this. So with the Death card, there could possibly be a death, but with the World card, there's a completion. There's definitely a completion. So with the number, so the two world cards represent the number 42. So with the number 42, it represents 6. That's my life path number. I'm all about helping, definitely servicing others, but with this number here, it's talking about harmony, balance, responsibility, love, healing through service or emotional maturity. Specifically takes those energies and adds a bit more depth into it. So it's talking about support through growth. You're being reminded to stay grounded with number 4, because 4 represents stability. Following your intuition or emotions is number 2, sensitivity, duality, connections. And then it says you may be asking to balance logic and heart, especially in relationships or life responsibilities. So healing relationships and patterns. 42 often shows up when you're healing soul ties, ancestral patterns, learning to give and receive love without losing yourself. And that's the problem. We give so much of ourselves that we start losing ourselves, and we get mad at others for not reciprocating that same energy when it should have been unconditional anyway. Some people are invested in unconditional love. I'll do this if, or I'll continue to love you if. And that's just not how it should be. People need to learn how to be more loving out here. So moving toward divine alignment in partnerships or your spiritual mission. So a life pivot. So it's saying a life pivot. 42 can show up when you're being guided to shift paths, especially from something you've outgrown towards something that's more aligned with your heart, plus your higher self. So with that said, the cat walked away. My cat walked away while these other 2 cats bickered. Someone's stressing. Someone's tired. It's like they're taking their anger out on everybody else. And it's because someone's constantly thinking about you. Someone's constantly worried about what you have going on. This is a person who's needing to focus more on themselves. They're wanting to control and dominate you, but they're angry. They got a lot going on mentally. And it's like other people at this time are in a space where they're seeing something more deeper. They're learning they're having a deeper understanding of life. They're realizing that, it really wasn't all that hard. It really wasn't all that hard. It was just you happen to be in alignment with the Most High. Some people, they spoiled. God is there. You spoiled brat. Someone needs to learn how to come out of these. Like, it's okay to be spoiled, but be righteous when you're spoiled. Don't try to hurt others or harm others while you are in the phase of your life where, I'm going to do whatever I want to do. Because at the end of the day, it's only going to leave you in the cold, because people aren't going for that shit. Everybody is not going to allow you to convince them to take control of them and their bodies, their mind, their soul, their spirit. They're this, they're that. You don't even have, if you had more control over yourself, you wouldn't even be wanting to do that. It's so powerful to be able to have your own mind. It's very powerful. And some people, they don't realize that. Some people, they're so invested in trying to control you that they're losing all control in their lives. It's leaving them absolutely nowhere. Being a spoiled brat only causes person to have delays and setbacks in their life, where they're spiritually dismantled, spiritually unfulfilled. Like, who wants to be that person? Even if I was down on my luck at the 5 of Pentacles energy, I would still be connected to my power, because I'm not going to lose knowing that God got me. That's also being connected to the divine, your higher self. Your power is being connected to your soul, your spirit, the Most High. It's more so being in tune, like you being able to get out of these struggles, because of course we all had to walk through this at one time in our life. No one has always had it good. I don't care if you were the richest person in the world. There's still rich people feeling the weight of the world, feeling as if they don't have it together, feeling left out in the cold, not feeling loved, or not feeling like they have a source around them, the higher power. This is someone who's spoiled, like they wanted everything their way just to end up with absolutely nothing. Because again, the Justice card is here. This is truth. All right. So with the Justice card, it's like, I don't care if you want it to be spoiled. I don't care if you want things your way. I don't care if you want to take or manipulate or control or whatever you're wanting to do. I don't care. There'll always be justice. It don't matter how many times you want to get paid under the table to sabotage someone else's life, or you're paying people to do this, doing all these evil, demonic, low vibrational, hateful things that shows who you are, what you represent. Get it together. People tired of your ass. All right? People are tired of you. You the people run. You the person people run for. Oh, Debo coming. Let me have my chain, baby. Let me have my chain. Let me have my watch. Let me hide, cause Debo here, he's spoiled. He want things his way or no way. If it ain't working out Debo's way, Debo like, you know what? It's just sad. Like Debo just someone everybody just want to get rid of. Like they like, you know what? When is Debo coming in today? Because if Debo here, I'm gonna be off that day. Like who likes that? Who wants to be that person where everybody like talks about secretly? Here they come. Like let's change the subject. No, hell no. I'm not doing that with you. You either gonna love me or leave me alone. All right? Because you're not stealing shit over here. Go take your power back. Go connect to your power. Do whatever you need to do. Find yourself. Go find yourself. Go find your healing. Because you're broken trying to be spoiled and cause issues for people. You just out here doing whatever you want to do. And while that happens, the collective, we're going to keep moving. But you got to heal. Because your mind is, is lost. You out here. And it's just, people, they don't like you right now. They don't like you. You got too many delusions or illusions. Like maybe someone, I don't know, as a kid, we used to be like, ooh, I want this. I want that. You go in a store, you like, can I have this, that, that. And the parent is looking like, it's just like, you gotta stop being selfish. Even my child knows when she's out overdoing it. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes she don't. And that's where we got to get to where, maybe I am overdoing it. Maybe I am wrong. Maybe I did overreact. Maybe. This is someone who's holding on. Like, this could have been a past life friend, a past life, whoever she was. That person didn't talk to me because they still had some sort of animosity. But with that, you close out the cycle. You caught your power back. You connected to your power. You're connected to your power. You're not allowing no one to steal that. Okay? And with the Ten of Swords, it is what it is. It is what it is. Because this is secretly your happy place. With you being able to manage and dominate your own life without others trying to control or manipulate you, telling you what you need to do with your mind, your body, your soul. Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? You don't tell me what to do. I'm a grown ass woman. I'm a grown woman. And I'm a child of God. A real child of God. Like divinely connected. All right? So you go and be confused on your own while you sitting up here trying to regulate and dominate someone else's life. What's wrong with you? Don't you want happiness? Don't you want peace? Don't you want freedom? Why are you making this world so hard? Like, you the problem. You the main corporate. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't make no damn sense. This world could have been good, but it's just like people like this, they just, you know, they have an issue. They have an issue. They have an issue with control. No, like, no one wants to deal with that shit. Take that. While other people are choosing the path less traveled, you know, jump on the bandwagon. That's where we're headed. So anyway, let's get some last messages. So we're going to use the Holy Bible. Now, I'm not a Christian, but I do get messages out of here because, you know, God be hooking me up with some information. And I just like using the Bible. All right, so let's see. What Most High God, Mother and Father of Righteousness, please give me a message. What do you want to tell us? Anything, even if it doesn't attain to what I just read on. Any other messages you want to talk about, or whatever you want to talk about. All right, so we got Ezra 4 and 6 and 5 and 12. So it says, at the beginning of the reign of Xerxes, they lodged an accusation against the people of Judah and Jerusalem. But because our ancestors angered the God of heaven, he gave them into the hands of Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, the Chaldean, who destroyed this temple and deported the people to Babylon. You're right. You're right in the middle of a historical account where the Jewish people are trying to rebuild the temple in Jerusalem after returning from exile in Babylon. Their enemies, local people who didn't want the temple rebuilt, are writing letters to the king trying to stop the construction. It's political sabotage. They're accusing the Jews to create fear and get the king involved to shut the project down. Ezra, this is the Jewish response to questioning by Persian officials. They're saying, yes, this temple was destroyed because our ancestors disobeyed God and he allowed them to be taken by Babylon. But by saying that they're also acknowledging their return is part of God's restoration plan. So spiritually, what do these mean together? It's talking about opposition always shows up during rebuilding. You know, Ezra shows how progress invites resistance, especially when you're rebuilding something sacred like your faith, your peace, your purpose. When you try to level up, don't be surprised of opposition. Don't be surprised that opposition rises, okay? So honesty with your past allows you to reclaim your future. Ezra 5 and 12, it says, it's humble. The people own that their downfall came from disconnecting from God. But they also point to their return as a sign of redemption. And as we were talking about, like Kanye West, like in a dream, it looked like he was seeing like something is off. Like this is person who's wanting to reconnect. That's what it looked like. So it says you can't rewrite the past, but you can rebuild with truth and alignment. So these verses could represent a moment where you're trying to rebuild your life purpose or spirituality. People or outside forces are trying to block you, question your intentions, or remind you of your past. But by standing in truth, even when it means owning your mistakes or past misalignment, you align yourself back with divine favor. So summary, yes, the past was messy. Yes, people are still trying to tear me down. They trying to tear you down? But I'm not who I was. You're not who you was. And this time, we are rebuilding our truth, not ego. And that's why it will stand. It will stand because it's righteous. It will stand because it's made out of righteousness. You know, I know someone to this day. This person says that they're righteous. And you know what? I'm not going to, listen. Speak that until you start mirroring self-righteousness. Because if you're taking money for gain, if you have stabbed a friend in the back for gain, then you were not a righteous person. You are not being a righteous being. However, now people are able to look at their wicked ways and see where it has caused them to end up. Has it caused you to end up in a place in your life where you're unhappy? You can tell when a person has been doing the right thing. Even if you are stuck in a maze where there's like consistent, there's just like a consistency in how you do things. Like you have a routine in your life that you don't know how to come out of. The issue is someone's sleeping because they've not woken up. They're not in their reality. So, you may not be a bad person. It's just your routine in life that God is trying to change up. So God might snatch some things from you. So what you recognize is, damn, like the lights are being turned off. The water is being shut off. Your car might be repossessed. Like things of that nature. It's telling you that God is trying to wake you up. God is like, you being irresponsible. You're not paying your bills on time. You're not doing this. You're not doing that. So then you have to come back into alignment with yourself. God is not here to punish you. God is always trying to reroute you to your soul, to your soul's purpose, to your journey, to you knowing how to break a generational curse that has been set on your life. Now, you don't know who may have put spell work on you, black magic on you to cause you to go into some cycle where you're sleeping. You don't know what's going on. You just kind of become immune to a lot of toxicity. And it's because you've never really woke up from it. And so God has to interrupt your life by snatching some things from you. Because everything was going well. Like you thought things were going well for you. You didn't think nothing was wrong with it until someone said, hey, hello, can you stop? Can you please stop? Can you stop? Okay? So God has to come in and turn some things around. And this is the problem. Like some people don't understand that. But they will when the Most High steps in. Because even if you are disconnected from God, God still is involved, because there are things that people are currently going through where God has stepped in the middle and pulled away certain powers from people. Now, it doesn't mean that how do I want to say it? It doesn't. So let's just say you've been doing wrong. You've been hurting people. You've been doing things out of alignment with what God is. God is not a part of. Like God is not an author of confusion. Only Satan is. So with that said, if you're doing things to disrupt other people's lives, and God has no part in this, like God is not around, like God cannot be around while you're being a soulless being. You're being someone who's a part of a lot of chaotic events that are happening to people, when it's causing illness, death, and all these other things for people. The problem is God may not be in that, but God will step in for the person that God is connected to end and strip away what you thought you had power over. Like God will show you who's the boss. God will show you that God is the King of all kings, the Lord of all lords. And there's nothing you can do about it. Nothing you can do about it. Nothing. So with that said, it's always best to be your authentic self. Who are you? Who are you? Do you know? Or are you just about money? You know what I'm saying? All the riches in the world will never help you to have common sense. You got a path to go down. Where are you choosing? Because a lot of people have chosen the wrong path, and they're trying to figure out how to get back on the right path. It's never too late for you. If you are wanting to become your best self, Spirit is telling you to become your best self then. Align with the energy of the Most High God. Align with your higher self. Align with your soul's purpose in life. Do you know what your true soul's purpose is? What are you made for? What did God send you here for? What's your soul's mission? You know, there are people who trying to block you from your soul's mission, but at the end of the day, when God is involved, it's impossible for a human being. God is omnipotent. Okay? It's not, God has too much power for someone to be trying to figure out how to destroy you, especially if you are divinely connected to the Most High. This is why it's very important to form a connection with the Most High God. Make sure you have a relationship with God. Make sure you say a prayer. All right. So it says conscious contact with the higher power, the presence of the divine, seeing source energy in all things, committing to partnership with spirit. This card reminds you what you are more than, that you are more than a person trying to get ahead and make things happen for yourself and others. You have an immortal soul and are gifted with a human life through which a higher power can express itself. At this time, you need to be conscious of your connection to spirit and foster it through prayer and meditation. Ask, what is the highest good for all? How can I serve? Then get out of your own way and trust that there is a plan for your life more wondrous than you can ever know. You are always protected and divinely directed, okay? So this is the higher power card here, you know, because what God is saying is everything was fated anyway. You know, you may have not liked how things have gone. You may not like how things are going in your life, but maybe you were put here to be an oppressor so that you could, you know, learn to exalt love. You know what I'm saying? Maybe, you know, you are being tired of being that type of person and God is like, okay, that's enough. You know, it's time to make a choice. You know, so we got fork in the road. There are choices that are needing to be made. And I mean, this is number 13. This is a number that we're talking about. Number 13. So, 13 we know is a very negative number that causes someone to be at their very low point in their life where someone's giving up on life. There is about to be a spiritual rebirth because there's a transformation that is happening for someone who is going in the wrong direction. It's time to make a decision. Consider the consequences consider consequences as you prepare to act, owning up to your obligation to make a necessary choice. This is necessary. Every choice has a consequence. You've arrived at a fork in the road and are being asked to come to a decision. Will you further your dreams by choosing left or by choosing right? Will you take the road less traveled or the one well worn out by others who have come before you? This is your choice and your choice alone to make. Circumstances and other people will not make it for you. Be present and do not avoid this junction, for it is an important crossroad. Take heart, as no matter which path you choose, you will have a rich and meaningful experience. And yeah, it may be a rich and meaningful experience, but again, certain lessons don't need to be learned consistently. Sometimes you just gotta stop resisting and know, like, you're continuing a cycle that is not working for you. And it could all be for money gain. So we got all that glitters. A need to see beyond the superficial, the desire to don a mask or dress something up to disguise its true nature, trying to be something you're not. Chasing after every sparkly thing, every sparkly new thing. It's only human to want to adorn one's self in trinkets and paint a pretty picture of oneself. It's natural to want to acquire the trappings of status or to deny them as a statement of rebellion. But if it sparkles, is it better? Whether it's a fast car, a big house, a title or a position, the stamp of authority, or the sparkling of diamonds, these icons let you know something about a person, place, or thing, or do it. The truth is that people seek to acquire things because of what they will do for them and how they symbolically will elevate them and make them more attractive. This card signals that it's time to see beyond the adornments and probe underneath the surface. So learn to recognize the masks people wear and the motives underlining them. Imagine that all the glitter is gone. Would you still desire the object or the person? You never want to be a person that takes something and then feel guilty afterwards. Like, you never want to receive anything out of being desperate. Like, everything should go with the flow of your life so that you will always be in alignment with who you are and whose you are. All right? We don't belong to people. We got to put God in everything that we do, because people, they will change their mind every time. People, they're not healed. They're not happy. They're not in control of their own lives. They have interpersonal issues that they've not healed from. They have issues from their past, their childhood that they've not healed from. But these are people wanting to control your life, telling you what to do, wanting to run you. But they can't even run themselves. They're jealous. They're angry. They're envious. They gotta do. They just got to. They got to be in control of you. But they don't have full control of their lives. They never healed. They never done any inner self-work. They never been alone for 2 days. You know, these are people who just don't know how to do it. They don't know how to do it. And so someone's needing to learn how to, like, get connected to God. Learning to control your own self. Because you're not controlling no person who's, you're not controlling the collective. You're not controlling the collective. You're not telling the collective what to do when your life is out of control. Go heal. Anyway, with that said, I hope these messages have helped you. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and peace.